I never thought it would happen. But welcome to NXT Takeover Smackdown.
Alright.
I mean,
And
it's all over.
It's NXT Takeover WWE, essentially, at this point. We just didn't have anybody show up on 205 Live.
There's so many. Like, it's undeniable that, like, such a high percentage of the roster now are NXT alumni.
Oh, yeah.
That it's hard to find somebody who isn't.
Yeah, it's like 1 in 5 isn't an NXT guy. maybe even higher than that. But as he mentioned, we had the same 4 guys from NXT be announced by Shane to be showing up on SmackDown. We then had Miz come out and apologize to Shane for letting him down, letting his dad down, letting the team down, and asked Shane if somehow he could make a rematch against the Usos. The Usos accepted that match, and then they tried to make Shane find a new partner, but then Shane stuck up for the Miz, and so that tag team rematch will happen at Fastlane. Then we had our first of 4 NXT guys show up, as we had Aleister Black defeat Andrade Cien Almas.
NXT.
DIY had a little conversation with The Bar in the back, because that would be their match, and The Bar were like, really? You guys are going to break The Bar? We'll see how that goes. We also had Kofi extend a pancake branch to his main event tag team partners, AJ Styles and Jeff Hardy. DIY defeated The Bar.
3/4 NXT.
Yep. Mandy Rose said that she was ready for Asuka, and after faking an injury, she did in fact defeat Asuka, so we might be seeing a women's title match heading into Fastlane.
NXT.
Both NXT.
All 4 people involved in that were NXT at some point.
Right, because Lacey Evans did walk out, and Sonya Deville just kind of like looked at her and like, all right, you can turn around and walk away. And
I liked that. I like the whole idea. She was like, Asuka had Mandy down, and then Lacey Evans came out, and Mandy even like rolled over to see what was happening. Like,
yeah, and Asuka like was gonna grab Mandy, and then was just like, wait a second, let's see where this goes. Charlotte commented on Becky getting involved in the house show a couple days ago, and then attacking both her and Ronda with the crutches, and said that her and Ronda are the main event because she is in the match. Then we had Ricochet defeat Eric Young.
NXT.
We had to talk about Kofi Mania before we went into our main event, which saw Kofi Kingston, AJ Styles, and Jeff Hardy defeat Samoa Joe, the new Daniel Bryan, and Randy Orton. And
1/3 NXT.
Yep. And then we had Shane come out and say, I was trying to think of who should face Daniel Bryan at Fastlane, and it will in fact be the new Daniel Bryan defending the WWE Championship against Kofi Kingston.
Yowza.
Then on 205 Live, we had Humberto Carrillo defeat TJP, and he was congratulated by the Submission Commission, who were out in his corner.
Half of that match was NXT.
Yep. Maria put over Mike Kanellis and talked about how he's going to take out the soul of 205 Live in the main event against Cedric Alexander.
It'll be the 205 Live Shang Tsung.
Yes. Ari Daivari defeated Johnny Lyons. Buddy revealed that there will be an 8-man tournament to determine who will face him at WrestleMania for the Cruiserweight Championship, and we now know our first 2 first-round matches. Next week, we'll have Kalisto versus Tony Nese, and the Brian Kendrick versus Drew Gulak, and then in the main event, Cedric Alexander defeated Mike Kanellis.
Go figure.
You got close, Mike. Anyway.
He got close a couple times.
Yep. He got real close and thought he was... He got so close that he thought he won, and that's what screwed him over. Him and Maria both. But he did not. Maybe he'll get another shot in the tournament. Probably not. Anyway. Robbie K.
Yeah.
What did you like about SmackDown and or 205 Live?
Let's see. I'll give my like to the fact that Humberto beat TJP.
All right.
I mean, Humberto did a lot of cool moves too.
He did. It was a good match.
So yeah, and he won. So bonus. That's my like. Humberto, keep beating TJP. You're moving up the ranks.
Now my question is: do you like Humberto, or do you just like the fact that TJP lost?
Yes.
Got it.
Both.
I'm gonna give
also just the fact that for some reason Drew and Jack Gallagher have
they
started aligning themselves with him, despite the fact that he does so many moves that they disagree with.
And you haven't watched 205 Live in a while, but the whole deal is they see potential in him, and they're like, hey, as if we can keep him on the ground, he'll be just fine. And they wanted to be in his corner a couple of weeks ago, but Drake wouldn't let them. And so this week they just decided that they would.
Yeah.
And so it was interesting because they like celebrated with him. They put him up on his shoulders and everything, and he's like, "Cool, they like me apparently." So they're just trying to butter up Humberto until he decides to join up with him. I'd be interested to see if he actually does it.
I think it would be a really interesting heel turn for Humberto.
Yeah.
Because he's getting so over with all of his cool high flying moves.
If he just stops and does ground wrestling, just starts wrestling like Drew Gulak.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all. I'm gonna give my like to. I'm gonna give my like to Mandy Rose versus Asuka. Mandy Rose is not the most popular woman on the roster, but I think she does a good job with what she does, and I thought her and Asuka. I mean, it was a weird moment for Lacey Evans to just walk out, but hey, what isn't a weird moment for Lacey Evans to just walk out, because that's all she fucking does. The only time she's walked out and stayed out longer is her one match in the Royal Rumble. Anyway, but no, I like Mandy Rose. I'm not saying that she's the best, but she had some good moments with Asuka. She's got that jumping knee that she hits every time, and it's pretty fucking stellar. And
I'll give it that she is dramatically improved.
Absolutely.
From when she first started on the main roster.
Definitely. Yeah, and so I'd be interested to see if her win over Asuka ends up making them a women's title match at Fastlane, and we'll see how Mandy does on the pay-per-view scale against Asuka one-on-one. That's my like. What'd you love? I mean, I don't know why I'm asking you, because I'm pretty sure I know what it is.
Yeah, DIY versus the Bar.
Of course. 2 days in a row, DIY versus your boy.
Yeah, this time it's Cesaro.
Yeah. And Sheamus.
Sheamus was there.
Sheamus, the Lacey Evans of this tag team match.
Sheamus, Battle Royal Kane. No, I mean, Sheamus was there. I mean, ask Tommaso's leg.
Yeah.
Sheamus played a big part in the match.
Yeah.
If you're Tommaso Ciampa's leg.
Tommaso powerbombed Sheamus on his own leg. And it was not intentional. And it probably sucked a lot.
Probably. And Johnny Gargano just throwing Ranas around like he doesn't know any other move.
Yeah.
He's just drawing blanks. So he's like, Hurricane Rana.
He's Johnny Rana.
Johnny Can Rana.
Johnny Can Rana. But it was a fantastic match, and I was glad to see that Tommaso ended up like walking away.
Oh yeah,
that was
he
a plus.
Looked fine.
Yeah.
Luckily, it was this good knee that Sheamus left it off.
Yeah, it wasn't the one with the big honking knee brace on it. He just evened out his out his knees. That's about it. I'm going to give my love to Aleister Black versus Andrade Cien Almas, because, I mean, this was a fantastic matchup in NXT. Another fantastic matchup on SmackDown.
It was a great full circle story for them.
Yeah.
Because it was in the same city in New Orleans where Aleister beat Andrade for the championship.
It was.
At TakeOver.
And Andrade was Aleister's first NXT Takeover match.
Yeah.
Like, that was his debut opponent. And so, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of history between those two. And, yeah, it was a fantastic match. A good way to open SmackDown. SmackDown was an overall really solid show. And despite having the NXT guys on there, actually built more stories for their show than Raw did. So good job, SmackDown. Did you dislike anything?
Yeah.
All those things? There's so many things to dislike.
Yeah. I hate it all. It's the worst. Worst SmackDown I've ever seen.
So do you take back your like and your love? You hated those things too?
I even hated that I liked and loved things. No, well, I just gotta say, yeah, no.
Yeah, no?
That was pretty good.
Yeah. No, it's a pretty solid show. I'm just... Yeah, no, I've got... I think I really wanted Bryan versus Kofi for Mania. And if it's happening at Fastlane, that means it's definitely not happening at Mania. So, unless something drastically changes in the next week or so, which it probably won't. But hopefully Kofi Kingston really proves to the Office in this match that if Daniel Bryan or whomever the champion is post WrestleMania, Kofi gets a run at it and finally fucking wins it. Because Kofi fucking deserves it.
Oh, yeah.
So,
it's been around for over a decade now.
Yeah. He's done plenty for the company. He's one of the most decorated guys on the roster.
He's that one big belt away from being the Grand Slam.
Yeah, it's the only title he hasn't won. So, yeah, let's give Kofi Kingston first African American WWE champion. For the love of God, make it happen. But yeah, I didn't dislike anything. It was a good, solid show. Looking forward to NXT tomorrow, where we get Johnny Gargano versus the Velveteen Dream. We'll find out what else is happening on NXT UK. But for now, guys, thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Click those links down below.
There are a lot of social media links.
There's a new one because he has an Instagram under his new name, Robbie K. Apparently his real name.
Ref Robbie K. Follow me there.
Yeah.
Get rid of all my other social media accounts.
Oh, yeah, no, they're gone.
If you follow me on like the Facebook or the whatever it was, the Instagram, or Twitter, I don't use anything else.
Oh, I don't even have your Twitter on your little name tag anymore. It's just your Instagram. So
good.
Follow him on Instagram. That's all he gives a damn about anymore. But you can follow me on Twitter. I think you can follow Thomas on Twitter. He probably doesn't use it either. But you can follow me on Twitter. Follow him on Instagram.
He hardly ever uses our show.
That's true. Check out the page. Be sure to check out. Well, first off, I'll tell you about the podcast.
Yeah.
Because you get this review and all of our regular reviews in podcast form.
Gotta click that link that says SoundCloud down there.
But you'll want to go over to the Reasonable Wrestling Fans.
That's Reasonable, the W.
Like wrestling. Where we have the list with Robbie K. Not quite. We might have a list with Robbie K soon.
Yeah.
Technically, we don't have that yet.
No.
But the artist formerly known as Kevin Hawk has a list over there. We have Question of the Week with Thomas Wolfe, other videos listed based around wrestling. We have an entire playlist of unboxing videos where we get all kinds of shirts, we get Funko Pops, we get Micro Brawlers, we get Braun, we get all kinds of cool stuff. And just a few hours ago, we have a brand new punishment video. You get to see what happened to me because I was terrible at deciding who was going to win at Elimination Chamber. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.
And in case you forgot, fuck Mo Jordis.
You know what they call that? It's PTSD, bro.